Pope Francis understood the gospel of public transport. In 2008, as Cardinal Jorge Mario Bergoglio, he rode the subways of Buenos Aires, as this picture shows, just a fellow traveler. 8 years later, in 2016, the scene had changed. On a train in Poland, he sat alone, behind him a cardinal, security, and a cameraman. Between those two images lies the story of his papacy, a mission to bring the messy human world of the first photograph into the ceremonial isolation of the second. As he put it, to be shepherds with the smell of the sheep. I prefer a church which is bruised, hurting, and dirty because it has been out on the streets, Pope Francis said, which brings to mind the story of Vinicio Riva. He suffered from a genetic disorder that covered his body in growths and weeping sores. Once a man on a bus shouted, "Go away, don't sit next to me." But in 2013, at a public mass, Pope Francis approached Riva, embraced him, kissed him, and held him for over a minute. "He didn't have any fear of my illness," Riva said. Pope Francis once said, "To depict the Pope as a sort of Superman, a sort of star, seems offensive to me." That's modesty, but also theology, a recognition of imperfection, the need for grace, and the power of mercy. In his embrace of Vinicio Riva, the Pope gave us a parable for everyone still on the ride. It fits St. Francis, whose name the Pope adopted, who said, "The deeds you do may be the only sermon some people will hear today."